Yesterday, while episode number 25 was uploading, I took this piece off, I took it down into the workshop, and I made a modification. And I'll show you. I'm going to move the camera around to the other side so you'll be able to see it better. Or maybe not. Maybe I can just swing this around. Let me go unhook the strap on the other side. There, now we got the light coming in the window. Okay, now maybe I will readjust the camera here, or maybe not. Anyway, my problem was I couldn't raise these arms up because they kept hitting right here. Now what I did was I cut this out. Okay? So now this can go up like this. Okay. Now let's get at today's project. I don't leave the spray booth on the table here. I keep it under the table because I'm not going to be using it every day. The reason I'm not going to probably use it every day is because, as one of the viewers pointed out, cleaning the airbrush is a bit of a hassle. Now, in all likelihood, when I'm using this thing, I'm probably going to have it more or less at an angle like this. You know, after all, I want it convenient for me. You know, not for the camera. You just heard the big one. As I said before, it's something we're going to have to put up with here. I don't time these shots in between the clocks. So the problem is, how do I video what I'm doing here? I'm going to bring the camera in a little closer. Okay, right now I'm sitting in front of my computer and I'm listening to all the racket that those clocks are making. And I'm thinking to myself, it might be a real good idea if I was just a little bit more mindful as to what the clocks are about to do before I press record. Anyway, in the comments below, do you like the clocks or don't you? You know, don't go by what the person ahead of you put. You know, be honest. Does it bother you? In the meantime, I'm going to try and be a little bit more mindful. That's where this comes in. I'm thinking of making another little tripod, only a lot simpler. This used to be my little tripod, and obviously I can't use this anymore. It'll probably never be used as a tripod except for hanging upside down. So I'm just going to make a very simple little stand with this ball joint on the top of it. And then I can just set the camera right here. And I'll be able to video when I'm spraying. That's the plan. So this is what I've come up with. All made out of scraps and leftovers. Even the little rubber feet were left over from something. Anyway, I was sitting here and I'm waiting for the 15-minute epoxy to set. still a little bit tacky. And I also used it to hold this 1/4 inch bolt in, so I can't screw this on tight yet to try it. But anyway, while I'm sitting here and I'm waiting, I'm looking at this setup, and I'm thinking, if I try to use this system here, to photograph or to video the in the spray booth, the camera's going to be upside down. And then I thought, well, hold on a sec. What if I was to turn the camera the other way? If I was to go and put this in here, like so. I need 3 hands here. Now, I haven't tried this yet. I honestly haven't tried it yet. This is the very first time. I just thought of it just a few minutes ago. Then if the strap, let's see here, the strap was to come through here like this to help support it. Let's just see what would happen here. That might just work. In the meantime, it doesn't hurt to have a little extra tripod. Yeah. Well, I'll try that out. Well, this is what I've come up with. And right now the lens is at its maximum wide angle, but I can zoom in. Now I can imagine that we should be able to see something really small, like here's a staple, and that should be fairly clear, and that's without the macro lens. Now mind you, I don't think I'll be using the macro lens in the spray booth. Well, in 48 hours, it's going to be worst case scenario day. Yeah, and be nice if we get a call. And when we do get the model, it's going to have photo etch, which I have never used before or had anything to do with before, as I mentioned earlier. And I was thinking of buying some photo etch tools, like a photo etch brake, the little thing that you use to clamp the piece down and then you bend it, with a razor blade or whatever. I was seeing the price of that stuff and I'm thinking, I can probably make something it won't be quite as good, but it should work, because I can't bring myself to be spending that kind of money on one of those devices, even though it's probably pretty good. I was noticing on YouTube where other people were, bending their photo etch in a different way, and I was thinking I should be able to use something like this. But that's going to be tomorrow. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Now, I was just online here, and the prices aren't that bad, and it's not that I can't afford one. On Tuesday, maybe if I think about it, I'll ask Cellar Dweller if they've got anything. In the meantime, I want to give it a try. But it might end up, as one of the viewers said, you're trying to make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. And in the meantime, I'll have fun trying. So, once again, see you tomorrow.